Ashade, Ashate, Ashawan vibrations, every Becca. May your mind, bucks, and souls be all. May your omens be sound. May your buckas be loving off the ground. When we keep to the breath, the earth, the mothra, the seon, the soul, ra, stem guides, and keeps you all. I am Matata, L-I-E, say L, say I. Amen Ra, Christ, or a chaplain. I am truth, awareness, true talk. Can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma'alth. That's intelligence, Aminology, to Angodu. This is sound logic, and with all that, being a fool is absolutely your choice to raise Ray 1785, 15 more days before 1800. Between the 23rd and the 1800, I'm telling you, there's going to be a simulation. And if every new year they have fireworks, and I'm telling you, 1800 rays is the end of Ring 5, the beginning of the Ring 6. We've been seeing a lot of meteorite activity. We very well could be having a solar blast. And that solar blast means an incredible amount of uploading opportunity. Because there's a difference between uploads and downloads, and because these draconians are down, they have you programmed that everything's about going down. You have to go deep to get intelligence, right? You have to get downloads. Downloads are when you are physically extracting something. You're mining, you're extracting something from something to gain something. You're taking. Sorry, I'm going to have my chaga. Uploads are when you're getting. Uploads is when something is specifically holding you, putting something inside you. Okay? And so this is what's going to be happening, right? And so like I was leading to in my last video, this could be a part 3. This is why you're seeing an incredible amount of violence against what you call black people. You're seeing a lot of segregation, right? You're seeing a lot of different people being pulled out. So we have to know by now, America, the whole entire planet, but America, the Caribbean, this is even Canada, is all Nubian. Okay? Bakas, specifically. That's the tribe. Okay, Bakas. Okay? We're souls. We're under Ra. And so they even told you that the aliens that are coming down are black. So they're even setting you up that they're fighting against black aliens and they're fighting against black people on Earth. Right? And they got every group fighting black people, and black people are also engaging in these fights on who made who and who was there first. Right? And everybody should be concerned about being a soul, right? Because being a soul means that you are of the soul Ra Amstem, not solar system, the soul Ra Amstem. Okay? So in order to identify as the opposite, you need to be able to act, move, speak, represent a soul. Okay, and I have the true and only soul program. I have the Mathorian Kagadora to counter the calendar and the clock. I have the Kadu to counter the clock. So I go on 90 seconds, Draconians are using 60. I go on 360, Draconians are using 365. I use Ta'angodu, they're using English, right? Like there's a big difference here. Okay? And then most importantly, it's the logic. It's the sound logic. So that means operating by your senses, not by eyesight, by your senses. Okay, so when you combine all of these types of things, okay, This requires you to do things independent of any types of permissions. These are things you do in your own space. Okay? And then when it comes time, for interrogation, the truth occurs after the interrogation, and you'll be found a soul. Okay, so we can't get caught up and we have to understand what segregation is right now, because God has to put things back in order, because Ra is here now. Mining, all of these types of activities are no longer going to occur on this planet. Doesn't matter how much farmland and things that they're going on with, they're doing things in lieu of the reality, that the energy is not going to facilitate a parasite environment. You're going to have to be a producer. Okay? And that's just the way that it is. And that's what the energy is coming. This is what the magnetic war, between, Ra and these Draconians are. Okay? All of this meteorite crashing and kill, it's not suicidal. Okay? Even this stone that is turning into some kind of venom like creature that they're trying to show you. You got to look at it like this. Okay, I could hardly show you one of my posts. They have blocks and shadow bands. They don't want you to see my information, but they want you to believe that they're allowing this guy, even though he might have a science researcher background and all this type of stuff, they want you to believe that this guy is managing all of that types of stuff. So what I'm basically getting at, no matter whether it's real or not, you got to look at it as in your body you have cells that attack toxic cells, dead cells, all sorts of things. So all of these monsters, the dragons, and all of these types of creatures that they put you in fear of. Okay, these are the cleanup crew. Okay, this is the cleanup crew. Okay, all of this energy, number one, primarily automatically is going to go to people of the Caribbean. Okay, this is why you see the big setup in Jamaica and all of that types of shit, because that's the heart of Baal. Okay, that's the heart of Baal. It's not in Africa. Okay, I already proved this in my book. Nobody's going to even talk to me about this. Okay, you understand that? That's how the powerful the energy of my sound is. Okay, because I speak sound. Okay? And so, having black people being hung and all of this drama and the character assassination, all of these types of things is to set up a polarization so they can go to open war, against Mother Nature. And you already see it. Laws, you can't go fishing, blocking the sun, zero carbon, like all sorts of shit should tell you who the real authority is. And the center of that is Ra, that red sun. Okay? And so we need to recognize and realize that we do not have to engage in it. Okay? We need to identify as souls. We need to want to be on the side of Mother Nature, Mama Amon Torah. Okay? Minta Angodu. Mama Amon Torah. On or ta ra. Nature. Okay? And we don't have to engage in all of this. You already have a practice of identifying as anything as you want. You just have to know the minute you say, I am a soul, this is going to overwrite all your programs, and you're going to have to be a soul. Okay? So that means you're going to have to operate by your senses. And to do that, you are going to need my help. You're going to need my connections. It's not something you can do just think it's open source. It's not open source until you connect to that source. And to connect to that source, you need to connect with me. It's just like in any religion, it's all parallel. Every bomb has a wick. Okay? Every bomb has a wick. It's all the same shit. All right? That's just how it is. Okay? So we have to recognize and realize that we need at least one person, you know, from every different groups of people. Okay? Recognizing that sound is source, the word is the parasite. Okay, source's children are the Nubians. They're the prime principles of the earth. Okay, being a soul and being sound connects you to Ba'um in practice, just like religion. They made you believe if